right, we're here with David, our patient, and we're actually wanting to see how his journey's going. And I know there's been burning questions that everyone has for him. And so I get to ask them. And the one speaking is me, Dr. Moore. How are you guys? So, first question comes from one of your biggest fans, Jessica. She asked, do you feel different physically and emotionally?
Yes. I mean, physically, I feel like I can do a lot more than I was initially able to do. Emotionally, I don't know. I don't know how this mixes in with my emotions, but my energy level has been. I feel like I'm as energetic as I was when I was in my 20s, which is kind of scary, but it's a good thing, I guess. Emotionally, I mean, I've always been a pretty happy person. I've always been okay with who I am. I don't think that's necessarily changed, but I like the fact that my energy is increasing and I'm able to do a lot more stuff that's very motivating for me.
Beautiful. Second question comes from Lily, and she asked, do you feel any difference in how your clothes are fitting?
I do. I don't think the weight loss is that drastic just yet, but I do feel like my clothes are fitting a lot better, and other stuff is starting to fit me now that hasn't fit me for a while. That's it's very motivating.
Beautiful. Next question comes from one of your fans, Julio. He asks, what does the struggle look like? Be real with us. On days that you just do not feel like working out, what drives you on those days? What motivates you? Tell us what the struggle is like.
Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily working out every day. There's still the trainer Lawrence is still working with me on that. So it's 3 times a week, and I can't say that I have not necessarily wanted to go any of the days. Waking up a little bit earlier probably has been the bigger struggle there, but I really enjoy going, so that's a bigger motivation. The struggle has been more. I don't know for whatever reason recently, more people around me have had more snacks, and I am a junk food junkie. I'm a soda junkie, and so seeing people walking around with, cupcakes, saying, "Do you want one?" and me having to say no is like, it's been a little bit challenging, because I just kind of bow my head and say, "Jesus, have this person go away from me right now because I'm about to tackle her for the cupcake," but. But I mean, I think that's been more the challenge, catching myself when I want to stress eat. The other day, I was at work and I was stressed out, and I got up because I wanted to get a bottle of water. And when I went to the vending machine, somehow I almost selected a Twix, and I was like, wait, my goal wasn't to come in here for a Twix. My goal was to come in here for a water. What am I doing? So it's kind of like pushing myself to think beyond what I was able to think before.
Switching your mentality, huh?
Yeah, switching my mentality, realizing why I'm in the habits that I'm doing. It's rough. It's not easy because, I go home knowing every day that the gas station next door has almond Snickers, and I love those, But do I want to have that, or do I want to have an actual meal that's gonna be good for me? So
walk us through one of your days. What are your meals like now?
Actually, the funny thing is that I am actually making more of my meals at home, which is huge because I usually am on the run. I would always eat out. Everything was either Uber Eats or whatever was convenient. But now I have to kind of stop and think, And at the beginning, I was stopping and thinking, and I was thinking that I was making healthier choices. But the more and more I look at everything that I'm eating, you know, um, I'm realizing, is this really beneficial to me? Is this something that can harm me, or is it